Hi, thanks ever so much for talking to Choose 80s today. How did you find it today?
It was great. It was. It's such a changeable day weather-wise, so I think people have had to endure quite a lot. By the time we got on, it settled down.
Yeah,
It was warm. Yeah, so no, they were great. The audience were great.
Because Rewind North had to be cancelled, didn't it? Were you due to play there as
We
well?
were indeed. Yeah, it was cancelled. It was a bit of a shock actually.
I bet.
You know, so I mean, I'd got special socks for it. You know,
What were
underwear.
they? What were
Well, it just new ones. So it's something I do every show. You know,
Right,
yeah,
right.
fresh underwear.
Is that one of those sort of lucky superstitions that performers sometimes do?
I think so, yes, and I think it works, quite frankly. So, if there's any young bands out there watching, I'd recommend it.
New socks,
Yeah.
right, we'll mention that. And so earlier this year you've been touring Japan, haven't you? How have you
We
found
did.
that?
It was fantastic fun. If you haven't been, you should go. It's such a different culture, and it's just brilliant.
Did you get a really good reception?
Fantastic.
The interesting thing with the Japanese are, obviously they're very disciplined, they're quite reserved, they're very polite. So you have to work to get them interacting with you. I mean, with this lot back home, people just go for it. But once they cross that threshold, my goodness, they were banshees. They were fantastic. They were great and really lovely people. Yeah.
Now, last year was your 30th anniversary of Turn Back the Clock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So you did a special tour for that?
We did some special gigs, and of course it kind of revolved around this 30th anniversary edition, which included new acoustic versions of all the songs from the album.
Are you pleased with the way they've been received?
Yeah, very much so, very much so. And it's interesting which songs are people's favourites, because it's actually rarely the singles.
Yeah.
People usually go for something a little more obscure.
That's it.
Me and My Foolish Heart, which was the song that kicks off Johnny Hates Jazz, our first single, acoustically it kind of goes down a storm. It's one of many people love that one in particular. Yeah.
And I think the younger audience are appreciating it as well. Today we saw some younger people really appreciating the music.
Yeah, it's always a surprise because you're too young to remember this, but it's very satisfying.
See, my daughter, she's brilliant.
Excellent.
I think what's interesting, I mean, my kids play me the music they're listening to, and they tend to listen to bands or artists who do have some kind of roots in the 80s, sonic roots.
Yeah.
And so they play me this stuff, and you can really hear it. It's a kind of a reinvention.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of young people are sort of saying, well, where did this come from?
Yeah.
And here they are. It's always amazing, isn't it, when you get some young people come up to a gig afterwards, and and they actually know quite a lot about you.
We did a show recently in Leeds with the big orchestra, and while we were rehearsing, walking back to the hotel, this group, they were Americans. It was a mother and her two kids came up, and so I immediately assumed the mother was the one why they were there, but no, it was the son. The son had asked could they come, and he was probably 18, 19. So
Album was 2013. Have you got any new albums planned for coming up? Or?
Yeah, next spring. We're just completing the new album now, but then obviously get through Christmas. It'll be out in spring, and we're going to be touring quite heavily next year in different parts of the world.
Called?
We don't know yet.
Right.
No, yeah. You mean we'll call it? Yeah, we think we'll call it.
Watch this space then.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, well we can't wait to hear it.
Great, thank you.
I really appreciate you talking to us today.
Thanks
it's
a
always
lot.
a pleasure listening to you.
Thank you again.
And, we hope to see you again.
Thank you.
Thanks.